What's good, y'all? Back again, another day. It's your boy, Lil Curtis Short, and we're actually about to go to a hidden gem, a little known secret down in Belmont, North Carolina, which is home to a bakery that I enjoy thoroughly. And I'm excited because this is my first time taking Tommy there. So I'm curious to see what she thinks about it and what her reaction is and all that good stuff. Because the funny thing about being married is you always want to try to impress the person that you love. Like, that doesn't go away. So I really still enjoy finding new places and going with my wife to see what she thinks about it and how she feels. And sometimes when she don't like stuff, I be like, oh man, that's kind of not cool. But, we gonna see.
I feel like we should hit a little thrifty so I can find a cool entryway console.
It sounds like we're going to the thrift store. So this has quickly turned into a little mini adventure.
Which he loves.
Yesterday was a little mini adventure too, so 2 days in a row. And we ended up in the bakery.
Did we tell them that we got a dining table?
I don't think we told them why we went to Troutman yesterday. But we got a little dining room table. I'm gonna have to make sure I show y'all so y'all can see the dining room table. Some of y'all, I know in the comments, y'all was talking about us eating in the chairs and not having the table. So
it just took a while because I could not figure out what I wanted. I couldn't figure out if I wanted black. I couldn't figure out if I wanted to keep the walnut color going through the house.
Yeah, so
it just took a while, and then I just wasn't mentally in the space to pick out a new dining table.
So what put you in the space to pick one out now?
I was just like, okay, you've been saying this for forever, and then I just kept watching Quit drop food down, and I felt so bad. And I was like, you know what? Let's just get the freaking dining table.
What did you say? He told you it wouldn't be so hard if we had a table.
Yeah. And I don't think he meant it like that, but it was just like. And then that space was just empty. We just had the chairs. I was like, ugh, alright. And then I couldn't figure out the sizing, because then some of them would be really huge. And then every time I would like one, they would either be out of stock, or I would go on Facebook Marketplace, it was sold. It was a mess. And I don't think her just particularly cared very much.
I kind of thought that space was just too small for a table. That would make sense. Like, I didn't see a round table there. Like, if you would have picked out a round table, I would have been like, I don't know, because it's just, with the island there, a round table would look weird, because it's like mixing shapes. So
yeah, it would have to be really small. And at that point in time, the only people that could sit there would be the kids.
Right. So, I wouldn't. Only time I care is when something looks bad. If it looks cool and I'm like, I can live with it. So usually she'll ask me about curtains and stuff, and I'm like, I don't really care. If it looks good. But if it looks bad, I'm gonna say something. Like when you picked out that Burberry print one, I was like, yeah, I ain't feeling that.
It would have gave it a little shine. But I do understand that would have been too much print, especially once you had a rug in there, because we can't. We didn't pick the rug first. If we picked the rug first, then we would have known. But more than likely, the rugs always have prints on them, so that would just look crazy. And then you didn't like the green.
You had the green up.
The olive green curtains up behind.
Yeah, I didn't hate those.
You were like, green. So you didn't love them.
I wasn't like, oh man, this is the ugliest thing in the world. Just wanted everything to be black, y'all. Like, just monochromatic throughout the house. But you know what I'm saying? Once I realized that we wasn't going to do the monochromatic thing, it's like, whatever. Cause she asked me what I wanted, and I wanted black. So
maybe in the house we buy, I would do black. Like, I definitely want, when we buy a house, I definitely want to paint like some of our living spaces like a black wall, like how we had in the apartment. So cute.
That black accent always nice.
Like even maybe our bedroom, like a black accent wall. Like I like that theme, that trend that was going on. I think it was like during the pandemic or even before. But I do like that. I just think it looks clean. We're very neutral people, but I am trying to bring more color, more life into our house.
And that's why I'm like, because all I want is black. And so when we get into other colors, it's like, okay, well, it's cool, but it's not black.
Not
Black.
Amir says black. Have you ever heard him say black?
No.
So, Amir's been talking so much. He just be running so much.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we've been cutting down screen time, which I ain't going, if you choose to let your kids watch TV all day, I get it. I definitely understand. I was definitely that parent, but I can say, since we have cut down on screen time, I have noticed a big difference. Like, Amir plays with his toys a lot more. He talks a lot more. And,
That's true. He just talked about.
It's kind of hard to tell the behavior thing because it's still very, very early. But, the need for instant gratification all the time has definitely kind of tapered off a little bit. So I noticed some differences. Maybe it's a placebo. I don't know. It's only been, about a week? Week and a half, maybe a week.
But he can tell you what he wants a little bit better now. Like he'll actually try to use the word.
It was a little weird because before, he basically talked in songs. Like all he would do is sing songs all day. And he still sings songs, but just not as much. So
yeah, like if he wanted like any type of fruit, he wouldn't like care to know the word. He would just say, "I want to eat apples and bananas," and then he would be talking about strawberries, and he'd be like, "I just gave you banana." But he would only talk in. But yeah, you were right. He would only talk in songs. Like.
So yeah, man, I'm not wagging my finger and telling y'all, you need to cut out screen time, whatever. You got to do what's best for you, bro. Like I get it 100%. But all I know is I see differences since we unplugged the TVs and kind of cut the cord a little bit.
Yeah. And it's not that TV doesn't exist in our house anymore. I just think that we had to just cut it out. I think for me, what happened was I noticed we were saying, oh, we're just going to turn this on so we can get stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be on until they go to bed.
Right.
And you would just hear Coco Melon, random little shows that didn't have anything to do with anything. Like, it would be like a mashup. Miss Rachel. What's the one with the purple tiger and all that stuff? Gracie's Corner. Jules TV. Like, there's one that like it's not educational at all, but it's just all these colors. It's literally sensory overload. Like, I could tell that he was overstimulated a lot, which is probably why he was always freaking out, like, just yelling.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but again, I get it. I definitely understand. If you need the screen time, it makes perfect sense. I get it. So I'm not waving my finger or nothing like that. All I'm saying is the differences that we've seen since we've cut out the screen time. Which you can't really ignore it.
Yeah, my mom was like, "Is he gonna be bored?" And I was like,
"Probably so." But a little boredom never kill nobody.
But if he gets bored, he does other things, and he comes to us, and then like because we know he doesn't have TV, like we'll read to him more. I think.
Or he'll read to himself. He's been picking up a lot of books.
He does, because all the kids' books make sounds most of the time, or they have something you can feel. Look at this cute little area. This cute little house.
Yeah, so we're in Belmont right now, which is just that fast. Since you've been riding with us, we left from Charlotte to Belmont, and I like Belmont. Belmont is one of my favorite small little outside Charlotte towns.
Curtis has been pressed to get me to think about moving on to city.
And the only reason, because I enjoy city life, but you get a bigger house, you get more land, it has its advantages. And granted, there are spots in the city that you do have, land and you have big houses, but you don't necessarily have the privacy aspect. Like, I want to be able to just go on our land and I missed the turn. I turned too soon. And what I'm saying, do what we want with our privacy, but then still be close enough to go to the city. Like, my mom is trying to get us to move to Bishopville, and y'all, I just don't see a world where I move back to Bishopville in this phase of my life. Like, it just doesn't make sense. The only way I would move to Bishopville is if we had a house somewhere else and we just went to that would be like the summer house, or what I'm saying, the weekend house or something like that. But
we always wind up spending like a week at your mom's house in the summer, though.
Right. But for that to be the primary main residence, y'all, I just don't see it, man. Not right now. Like, it's just not enough there to make it make sense, unless, I don't know. I just don't see it.
Yeah. I really feel
It's so crazy because my mom was like, my girl told me when to move. What?
Oh, there's parking.
Oh, parking this way.
Yeah, it wasn't that I would love to be close to family. Yes. Love that. But, I mean, one, I would be moving further away from my family. I'd be moving further away from, like, an airport that my family comes and visits. My cousin lives in Charlotte, too. And they have little kids.
You say that like we be going to see them all the time.
No. But that's because we're busy.
And they're busy, too. But, yo, I'm going to check in with y'all when we get inside. So make sure you stay tuned so you can see this bakery. Definitely want to see what y'all think about it. Thinking about doing a bakery video. I know it's kind of off-brand, but we'll see. But anyway, just keep rolling with us and see what we get. All right? How are the potatoes?
Not as good as yours.
Good answer, but seriously.
No, really, not as good as yours.
Oh, man.
Plentiful.